time you drink.
I think he already got those two.
It's just saying random shit.
Oh, well, that could have been.
I'm gonna go I'll see you next year.
To think of I can't remember anything else. Goodbye. Goodbye, Hazel. And Buzz what's their name?
I've got something really, really important to tell you.
Oh, we heard the whole thing from over here. It was quite embarrassing.
You doing it last night?
No, what? You stole his diploma.
You fucked his life up flatter than having
You probably used literally all the money that he had, everything he owned to go to Gordon Ramsay's culinary school.
What was my life saving?
You stole his life away.
I lived in my
I was
castle.
gonna say no.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that the Viceroy needs a personal chef with a certificate from Gordon Ramsay's school, and I have one.
Did you find out if you can do the Billy Button?
Oh,
And he really just skimmed right over that. I guess it was a little inappropriate to ask right off.
Hazel, I was gonna scold you just like everybody else, but that's actually brilliant.
I could get a taste of the Queen's bee honey.
I mean, listen.
Do you know what that's worth? Not to mention all the gold they probably pay you. I'm going in a sugar shop just thinking about it.
I was gonna tell you that we had to fix this guy's life, but as soon as he said that he forgot the recipe, it's like, what's even the point? Why would he pass up an opportunity to get close to the Viceroy?
He seems clumsy. He misplaced his certificate. You know how hard those are to get.
If you're gonna do this, you're gonna need some actual cooking tools, though, because the things that you gave me are not that.
No, I know that now. Cobbler tools do not make cobbler.
That is true, so you're gonna need some chef's tools, so we're gonna have to find some place in town that sells a really nice...
Thank you for following, David.
We're gonna pass Hazel off as like a top-tier chef. We're gonna make it a little realistic.
Sure, I do on Discord.
We're gonna need a hat.
Give me a minute to get it up. It might look kind of weird. I've got a needle in the corner of my mouth. I'm sewing this up, trying to make my son an Ichitori jacket for the con we're going to go to. Okay. Yep. Add a friend. $45. Okay, I think I got that. Well, it's a little D. All right, it's sent. I need to get on the Legend of Evantress one, but I'm just not. But I
We're gonna
need
need an
to.
apron. We're gonna need the tools. We're gonna have to
But
pull
thank you
all
for
our money
following.
together to get this done.
Is it morally grey or questionable to anyone else that not only did Hazel steal that poor Dutch diploma, but
I didn't steal from him. He
his
said
life
it
stream?
himself that he's a drunk and he misplaced it.
Well, actually, he misplaced it and then became a drunk. But
And to be fair, he was only saying he misplaced it because he set it down, went to the little duck's room, came back, and it was gone.
Yes.
Terrible.
did you ever maybe take a look at if there was a name on the diploma that you stole?
No, I scribbled it out pretty quick.
You could probably still check right now. I bet you can tell. I bet if we look in the back to see.
I'll hold it up to the light, and you see something of like Esther Modester, but it's
See, and while you do that, thank you so much, Rollstream, for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Miss Rexy gifting the sub to Dragon and Rats. Welcome back, Rats.
Onto the family.
Welcome. Thank you, Chaotic Tiefling ATL, for the raid. Thank you so much. I missed that. You guys get interrupted, by the way.
I got a 24.
We were a little busy, not being able to breathe.
Making up bullshit.
Yeah.
You hold it to, there actually is there's a few hanging lamps. It's a very well lit, beautiful room, and there's all sorts of light flooding in. And you hold it up to the light, and very clearly is the name Nestor Zappa.
Huh. Well, I guess I mean, inconclusive, really. It does say Nestor Zappa, which he did not say is his name. And, how many different ways could you spell that? This could be Nestor, for all we know. Or Nestor.
That's how I would spell Nestor. I mean, if I would name Nestor, that's how I would spell it.
Yeah, but
Hey, mate, what's your last name? It's Zappa. My whole family disowned me. Call me Smurfs, my
it's neither
family.
here nor there. It's not even his name anymore.
Hey, what?
Look, I don't know what's going to happen here with all this. You are not blowing this opportunity just for you to try some royal honey, all right? We're saving this. We're keeping this in our back pocket because there might be a big payday involved at some point, all right?
Why not both?
Well, we don't really know anything about this place yet. We just shown up. We know there's going to be public executions tomorrow. We got to be careful. Plus, if you take
I'm
on this
sure that's
role...
going to be hungry work. They probably need somebody to cater the executions. You think about how many last meals just walked by us in the street.
And if you screw that up, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to get tossed in with them. And you're going to be on that chain gang, and they're going to publicly execute
All I'm
you.
going to do is just scribble out whatever this says a little bit harder, and it clearly says hazelnut.
Well, I mean, then that means that
I love Hazel.
that we're
Ow.
agreeing that we're going to steal that guy's not the diploma in dream. And life, really, his life's over.
It always says hazelnut. Really, if we did that, it would be stealing from me, and I don't think that's fair because I'm not a drunk.
You spent way too much time with me. It sounds like something I would say.
It just seems fair. I did go through the course, and I thought I did really okay, considering that I was making pies with shoes. Shoe too. A
Right.
lot of them ended up looking like shoes, but they weren't fun. It was like a whimsical kind of hand pie, or foot pie, really.
Oh my god.
You know, because sometimes I miss the days where we pretended to be the soggy bottom boys, playing jaunty tunes, casually murdering morally grey elites. You know, simpler times.
You never go home, Bradley. You never go home.
Well,
So are we gonna allow Hazel to do this thing? Because we have a lot to prepare. We've got to get her a chef's hat. She needs an apron. She's gonna need actual tools.
Who the fuck is Hazel?
Well, you
No,
know,
it shouldn't bother me.
Why?
She never knows where anything's going on.
well, Betsy's in the bathroom. Do you want to steal something from her?
No, why would I do that?
She went to the bathroom.
I know she really doesn't know my name or where she is, but I think she's, getting towards friend territory.
My purse is right there.
Do I smell anything tasty?
There probably smells really bad.
That's not what I asked.
Whatever Jared says.
I'm scared to pull up.
You gotta ask. I'm saying.
I do smell, but then my stomach is like bloated out here. My cheeks are still kind of working off some of the all-you-can-eat buffet.
No, I wouldn't steal from Bitsy. She's a friend.
All right, if you're sure.
Is there any chance that maybe if you can get close to the Viceroy, convince them not to off all those poor credits?
Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea.
Look, I know that we all have differing opinions of this Woodland Alliance, and some of us might not be so keen on them, but you know, just seems a little barbaric to be hanging people in the streets.
And I would say it's a little barbaric too to light the entire town on fire, which is what Bo said the Woodland Alliance has been doing.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't necessarily agree with their principles. I believe that the Marquis art has brought industry and civilization to the Dimwood. But that doesn't mean, I mean, that Fox girl seemed okay, and, you know, she meant well, I think. I mean, maybe not, but it seemed like she did. I feel sad, you know, maybe she was wrongly accused. I guess she wasn't wrongly accused because you had the acorn thing. Anyway, my idea was maybe we could show Bo the acorn.
I don't think that would be a good idea unless you want to be hung in the streets tomorrow.
Let him finish. What were you gonna say? What do you hope he's gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll turn us in and we'll be hanged in the
Oh,
streets.
That was the whole point right there. No.
That's the last time I stick up for you, brother.
No, maybe one lot.
Why would you do that?
You're one of us. Let me show you this secret underground tunnel that goes straight to the prisoners. Take it, and then jump out, kill the ram, and free everyone. And you'll be the heroes of the crossing. The heroes of the...
Have you been reading comic books again before bed?
That's a pretty unlikely series of
This
events.
sounds like, you know, what do you think this is? Some sort of theatrical production? Jeez.
Oh, I don't know. We've done some pretty cool stuff before. I mean, it's not that unreasonable. I mean, he's a badger. Badger's a good, hardy, you know, animal of the forest. That seems like a Woodland Alliance-y type of animal.
Let's do our basis.
Okay, I hate to say this in front of everyone, Pugsley, but you are not Pugman, the masked vigilante of Gruffum City, all right? You gotta
City?
start reading those things before you go to sleep. You're getting wild ideas.
Kind of look like that. Just say, I'm Pugman.
Justice! I am
Just
I am
sign
right.
up spaghetti.
I am puppet.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
All right, I will give you that. That's pretty good, but you're still not him, Brumley. I mean, Pugsley.
No, it's Brum.
What?
Oh, boy.
Got a lot of names going on here.
Anyway, well, so we're gonna do this. I mean, I really think we should kill that bear instead.
Why would we kill a bear?
Like, 5,000 gold pieces
That's a
is a
lot of
lot of money, but it's
I mean,
also...
if we're gonna pay for you to get a job,
I don't think no, you get paid. I think
we have to job. We have to buy. Did you get half of your job that cracked up? Yeah, of course I did.
so. Don't they pay me then?
Yeah, but we gotta pay for your hat, we gotta pay for your apron, we gotta pay for your actual cooking, your chef's tools.
That's true.
I burned through a lot of my gold in the rooms and all this food.
You gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet.
Oh.
I should avoid food.
So I think that's a good point. We should probably go kill that bear, get the 5,000 gold pieces, and then we'll definitely have the money to get Hazel up into Bunicula's castle or whatever.
It's a bear, though. I mean, good
Oh,
lord.
we gonna kill. I mean, we're like a fraction of the weight of a bear.
I mean, he's four of us. And Bitsy.
Bears cannot spin their heads around 180 degrees. I don't know, I made it up. I'm not really good at math.
It's not very far at all.
Is that a weakness we could use?
Yeah, because if we
behind you.
all jump on the bear's backs, we're so small, the bear's not going to be able to turn its head all the way around like Beetlejuice.
I heard
Yes,
they can
too.
just go like that. They're pretty easy. They're more flexible.
They don't have thumbs.
I don't think
And
they
I
will.
reach up and I also don't have thumbs.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm thinking maybe instead of the reward, we could be like, could you please release the prisoners?
Ooh,
But I mean, I
it's
guess we could
stickier than you
set
know.
Hazel in. Although I don't know what's more valuable to the crossing, to the queen. Is it killing a bear or, you know, catering the mass execution?
I have to be honest. My sugar was a bit high when Bo was telling us about the bear. Why did they want to kill
I
it?
could have mess this up.
This is scary. He's gonna maybe kill people.
But has it
If I can
already?
unmess
Except
this.
for the ones that were hunting you?
A lot of people haven't come back. They've come back pretty messed up.
From hunting you?
Leslie, hey, look, you don't have to convince me. I don't think it'll tussle with a bear. Have you seen me on a raccoon?
So you don't want 5,000 gold pieces.
I love 5,000 gold pieces, but they're not good to me if I'm dead.
Why don't we just go see the bear and say, hey, these people are trying to kill you, and why don't we just help you pretend to be dead and we can get the gold that way? And then the bear doesn't have to die, they'll probably reward us with a stash of honey, and then we can come back and have $5,000, a bear friend, and some honey.
What are dollars?
Oh, say no.
I'm back from the bathroom. I bought a bowl of sugar.
From the bathroom?
No, I got it from the buffet.
There was sugar?
You actually ate the first bowl.
Taste it.
That's why I got second bowl.
Because I knew we were going to be friends.
We are good friends.
Good friends. I'm Hazel, by the way.
Oh, you're Hazel?
Keep it on the down low.
I thought your name was Hazel. No, it's Maple.
For now.
You can call me Sugar if you want.
I'll call you.
Just sleeping.
I like it when sugar comes in cubes. You don't often get that. I don't really know how they get it in cubes.
So what are we gonna do then? What's our plan?
Well, if we need money to pay for Hazel's 4,000 gold textbooks,
I don't think it costs that much, but I can't just go as one single chef. I've got to have a whole chef crew, which means you all need your chef hats too, and probably aprons.
And so someone's gonna need to be the sous chef, someone's gonna need to be the dessert chef, someone's gonna need to be the bus boy or the server or whatever. It will be an entire crew, you know what I mean? It'll be great.
It'll be.
Oh, and we need to come up with a name for whatever restaurant you ran, wherever it is that you came from, so we can give it fake reviews
Oh gosh, I gotta think of it.
Hazel's honey.
on Yap.
Hazel's honey pot.
The restaurant. Everyone
You can
knows.
eat here.
Be like Hazel's honey pot.
It's an eatable location.
It's awfully vague, don't you think?
oh, that makes it sort of believable.
Sort of
Everyone will
believable.
say, let's go to the restaurant. They'll know exactly to come to us.
Oh, think on it.
There's
You
something
know,
wrong with your
There's
logic. I can't
also,
point out what.
actually, that logic's pretty sound, because if you just called the place to dinner, then when everyone's like, hey, let's go to dinner, they all want to go to your restaurant.
Yeah, but what if we want to serve breakfasts and lunches
What, like people don't eat breakfast for dinner?
and teas in the afternoon and morning?
But you're starting to get a little out of sorts
We
here.
can call it to dinner. And did someone say breakfast?
That makes it less vague, but I guess it's more of a catch-all.
And what about lunch?
Well, what about lunch after that? Yeah.
To dinner. Did somebody say breakfast? What about lunch and tea?
That's name's getting very long. Yeah, I think there's something about putting long names on permits that we're probably not going to allow that.
Oh shit, that shit's copyright. You can't start that shit. This is ours. This is the best idea I've ever heard.
Please write it down, somebody.
I'm writing it right here.
Do dinner and did somebody say breakfast? What about lunch and tea?
I kind of like to name it after my dad.
What's your dad's name?
Well, his name is Wally, goes by.
Oh, Wally's. So, like, what about just Wally's restaurant?
I was thinking like Walmart, because then it covers all the different things, and we could have like breads and pastries, and also
Is Mark short for, like, markets?
yeah, it's like a mart where
Oh.
you can go and like, but there's like a sit-in place, and like, heck, maybe if we didn't get really big, like some of the things that you make, maybe less explodey ones, that we could sell that there too. Maybe it could just be a store where you can find everything, and if we do really well, we can just lower all the prices and run out all the local businesses.
You know what would be really cool
Be
too?
no competition.
Oh, and this is how you can make up to Nesta. I don't know what voice I'm using right now, but here we go. This is how you can make up to Nesta. You can ask him if he wants to stand at the door and greet people when they come in. The fact that he's a slobbering drunk that smells horrible isn't going to deter anyone, because if you're shopping at Walmart, you're used to it by now.
That's exactly right. I think that's a great idea.
So then, this is great. Pugsley, this means that Hazel isn't going to ruin Nesta's life. She's going to give him a whole new lease on life and money to buy more booze.
I've completely lost control. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know what we're doing. I'm worried. For the first time, I'm worried. This group we're eating each other alive.
The bathroom's over there.
You just talked. What?
He was about to be said.
Do you think maybe you just want to take a little nap?
Yes, I would like that a lot.
All right, let's do that. Let's maybe just have like a little rest. We'll digest a little, and then maybe we should explore town a bit and see what we can find out about those prisoners.
All right. Look, I don't know about this whole bear thing. Still on the fence about that, because I really like my insides to stay my insides. And I know I said that I didn't really want to get involved in the whole politics of the situation, but I also don't want to see a whole bunch of dead bodies swinging from the rafters or wherever they're going to put them.
What's worse, a bunch of small dead bodies or one like really big dead body? Or your dead body?
Oh, how about none of those? How about nobody dies, and we save the day, and we have 5,000 gold?
I love that.
If that's
Let's
an
just
option,
have
I'm
all
taking that
things.
option. Yes, Grumley, that's the one that sounds nice.
I think we can kill a bear. I mean, we're really good at killing stuff. Remember that owl you stabbed right in the back? Oh, man, you just took his life like that. It's barely an inconvenience.
I try not to think about that, Grumley.
You really shouldn't hold it in.
I mean, when I hear the word murder, I think I'll ask me old pal Booker.
That's terrible, Grumley. Why would you say something like that?
We're so good at it.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
You think back to you think to when people are telling stories or in plays about how when someone on a play gets stabbed in the back, they let out a "Gah!" like they're yelling, but you know what it sounds like to stab someone in the back, where the air goes out of their lungs, and you see blood on feathers of a barn owl just immediately.
Thank you, Saruman.
It's bird fur.
Waiting out of a horrible burlap sack.
That was a long time ago. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you saved Hazel, I think, maybe.
Did you really
It's a little
stab?
unclear.
Did you really stab an owl in the back?
It was a long time ago, like Rumley said. I'm not really going to talk about it. I'm going to bed, and I'm going to get up, and I'm going to head to my room.
Oh, shoot.
It's about 10 a.m.
Yeah,
now.
they can.
If he didn't see you coming, he really kind of deserved it.
I was gonna ask when you stabbed him in the back, did his head turn around in shock? Just as he died, and the light went out of his eyes.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Why, Booker?
And you walk past the staff of the Honeycomb, and as they're clearing up breakfast, as you see one of the patrons who wakes up looking groggy. Looks to you like maybe a well-to-do merchant visiting from New Felicia. It's a cat. He's like rushing, he's huffing, and he sees that they've cleared away the buffet in the morning. He's like, oh, fuck. I hate when this happens every time.
It's okay, mate. They were mostly out of everything. I asked him to refill, but you know, these little places just can't accommodate sometimes.
I want to go to old Mabs. That's better anyway. And he stomps off, very frustrated. And you're able to go to the room. And you find it very nice. You see that there's a bottle of rye from Rye Barrel Fault.
Crack that bad boy open. I pour myself like 4 fingers of rye, and I'll drop my things and I'll lay in one of the beds and I'll try to get a short rest.
Yeah, you're able to enjoy a short rest easily.
I guess we all go back to our
It's 10 a.m.
We've been awake all night.
Yeah, we need a little nappy nap.
Yeah.
Before I go back to the room, I want to go out into the. I will leave the inn. And I want to look for a flyer that has like the bear information with the reward. And while I'm out there, I just kind of want to sniff the air to see if I get a scent of the fox girl, because I presume. I mean, I don't know. If that's a dog thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, make a perception check at advantage.
What a great idea.
Oh, I rolled 214.
Nice, not bad.
2. 18.
18. I would say that you sniff the air, and you actually do get a scent. It is very faint, but you are able to follow it a bit before it gets. You know that there's a number of foxes. You know that you've seen a few foxes, but the one that seemed very familiar that as you took it in. You're able to make your way towards like the kind of the military quarter of this. It was actually which the field hospital was kind of on the edge of.
Right.
And you see the field hospital, and you see that there's a number of there's another recruitment center there, several of the barracks, and you see that there is a large building that is towards the center of this corner where the building is built up. You see that charming, for lack of a better term, like cottagecore aesthetics of the rest of the buildings in this town. This is a lot more very simple, very efficient. Reminds you very much of the military buildings in New Felicia. You recognize this, and same as basically all of the Marquisate structures and quarters that have basically been erected in all of these towns that they have control over. And you see, however, there's a very large building that is of the dark stone. That's circular and tiny windows where there are windows at all. And you get the sense that this reminds you of a prison, and it goes in that direction.
I'll make note of that, and if there's like a flyer for the bear.
Yeah, you're able to see, and you see that there are. You pass the in the center. There is a grand statue of a plump rabbit holding a scepter, looking gaudy, and you get the sense that's probably the viceroy. As you eventually find a large bulletin board, and you're not too far from the town square. And you see an image of a huge bear, at least what you've imagined and what you've seen depictions of bears etched. And it's not crude, but it's not particularly well drawn. He's got like almost like this cartoonishly like savage mouth, dripping with blood, holding a huge axe, and like wearing very simple kinds of leathers, like you expect a barbarian or something like that to wear. And you see that there are rabbits that comically have like their heads removed, and like you see that there are cats that are severed down the middle perfectly cleanly by the artist, and like cartoonish blood and bones scattered around. And it says that the return of the hide of the bear is the reward personally paid for by the vault of the viceroy.
Are there multiple? Can I pull one down?
I would say you'd be able to find something
Tear a
like
little
that.
ticket off of the bottom.
And you would see that there's a number of bulletin boards. Some are plastered up, and basically saying like a menace to the Dimwood. You see that some people see as you approach. You see some townsfolk saying like, I wouldn't expect bears to be this far south or this far west. But I never thought we'd get bears here, that kind of thing. It seems like this very mythical, horrible threat.
Are there
Dragon at Rest, the Viceroy is the buddy.
Yes.
Are there any notifications about the executions?
I would say that on the same bulletin board, you you would see that that there are large general wanted posters for various. You see a mouse, you see a skunk, you see actually one that looks a little similar to one of the chain gang that you had seen. You see a fox, you see a woodpecker, and a general poster saying to turn in all traitors to the Marquisate. Anyone who would be a threat to the Marquise herself is a 10 gold reward. And nothing about like scheduling executions.
I will return to the room.
You do that.
Oh, thank you. Hey, look what I found.
What is it? What is it?
Well, none of it's new information, but look at this drawing.
Oh,
Isn't it pretty cool?
God, that's horrific.
Look how scary this bear is.
Ah.
Are we in there? We got 2 rooms, right?
You can hear me through the wall.
Are you guys all in the same room?
Yes.
I'm just in my
We'd
room.
say we've got to connect it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, joining
Obviously,
rooms,
that's
obviously.
It's the honeycomb inn. It's a nice place.
What do we know about this particular type of creature?
I would say it's almost like this mythical. The analog, also in the world of Root, is like they're kind of like trolls or ogres of like myth, of the monsters who live out in the woods. And in this world, it is like they're these barbarians that will
So
go
we've
in and
never
they'll
seen
gobble up, and none of you had ever seen
Oh my
one.
goodness.
And some people say that it's just bears are really just like old wives' tales, right? And that or maybe they did once exist in the Dimwood, but that's from an age past. They're barbarians. They're savages. They're monsters.
I know. I mean, I don't even know how we're gonna go about dealing with this thing. I wonder if we can even be reasoned with.
They're very strong. I know all about bears.
Nobody knows anything about bears.
How
It's
would
all
you
wives'
know about
tales.
bears?
I learned about bears in my dreams. They can regenerate.
Regenerate what?
All of them, their parts and bits. If you hack off a finger or an arm, it just
What
comes
is
back.
it?
If lizards can do that, then yes.
Well, not all the parts, but like the tails and stuff.
Well, like that, but it's their whole body. That's why people get sent out to kill them all the time, because they've destroyed the economy. If you just eat a little bit of bear meat, it'll regenerate inside of your tummy. You never have to eat again.
Wait a minute, but what happens if you just cut a bear straight in two? Then are there 2 bears? That doesn't make any sense.
Don't do that. That's how you get 2 bears.
Well, then how do we kill this thing?
I don't know. I just know they can regenerate. I
don't
didn't
like
dream how to kill them.
I don't like the sound of this grumbling. I don't like where this is going.
Maybe the creator can use one of the bombs and it can just ignite him up. And if he's all a bunch of tiny pieces, we can just crush him like little tiny bears.
Will each little bit turn into a full bear?
No, I think there'd just be lots of tiny ones, like ants.
If anybody who goes out to find the bear doesn't come back, how do we know there really is a bear out there?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, clearly this is some sort of artist rendition. We have no way of knowing if this is even accurate.
Are you sure?
Bitsy, what does a bear look like?
Well, they're big and they're fuzzy.
Well, how big?
Like, you remember that ram guy that we saw?
Yeah.
36 times bigger than that guy.
Oh my
36!
God. That's like,
I remember I was in my
I can't
room
even do that math.
and I was
Actually.
looking up and I could see this massive creature looking down at me, this giant, huge bear the size of the trees around me, bigger, taller than even that. And he looked down at me and he said, "What's that thumping underneath your hutch?"
I remember seeing dream dollars. I'm gonna keep that in perspective.
What if it's all just some scheme and they're sending people out to get the bear that they want to get rid of?
Look, all I can tell you is things that I've heard, and that's just that these things are an absolute terror on the clearings. If it's a real thing, so it does make sense to me that they'd want it gone. But I don't know if we can deal with it. We're gonna have to come up with some kind of plan.
All I have to say is at least it's not a cockroach.
Why? That seems easier to deal with.
Cockroaches were the first thing that was ever created. And when all of life on this planet has been extinguished, the only thing left will be the cockroach.
And in the dim wood, you would know that cockroaches are basically the analogs of dinosaurs. Or like also current living dinosaurs.
I mean, that sort of checks out. I'm not going to question that at all.
And if evolution catches up with them within our lifetimes, the potency of their venom would be enough to annihilate all of animal kind.
I'm starting to wonder why we choose to live here in the first place. I mean, this is just everything around every turn, under every rock, behind every tree is absurdly dangerous.
There's nowhere else to go.
It's a miracle that
If
we've
you
lasted this
follow
long.
the paths
Have you
around
heard
there,
about the
just kinda
Gila
lead back.
monster?
The Gila monster, no.
It's a desert-dwelling lizard.
Does it do nice things when you have a boo-boo?
Oh, Honey. Her name's not Honey, that's the term of endearment.
I know what
Hazel. No, my dear.
Hazel.
When it bites into you, it fills your wound full of a potent venom. By the time you realize that you're gonna die, you're dead.
Oh, that's too soon.
I know.
It's not something even my healing salve.
It's true, Bitsy could peel your skin back and just rub salve into every place that's beneath your skin and you would still die.
Wait, so Bitsy has a healing salve? Is she the healer monster?
Well, it's spelled like Gila, G-I-L-A, but it's pronounced Gila.
Oh,
I wouldn't have
like Gila.
expected that.
Yeah, it's a common mispronunciation. People be like, oh, the Gila monster. No, it's not a Gila monster, it's a Gila monster.
Oh, well, I'm not particularly cultured, I guess.
That makes two of us.
Thank you, Wolf's Fox.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't worry, if you get bit by a cockroach and you get poisoned, then I'll just break your neck and you won't even have to think about it.
Thank you, Bitsy. I'll break your neck too.
The way of mercy is
Whoa,
my path.
whoa. Can we make sure that this is like at least plan C? Like we try other things before we start breaking each other's necks?
Oh, yeah.
That's like the last liver, so that's fine.
Good. I'm glad that tracks, Bitsy. I'm really happy for you. All right. Listen, this thing's not supposed to come out until nighttime. I guess at least it's our best chance of finding it. I certainly
The
would like
bear?
to lay... Yes, the bear.
Oh.
I would like to lay low for a while at least. I don't want to get mixed up in anything before we have to go hunt this thing.
What are we gonna hunt? If it even is real, what are we gonna hunt a bear with?
Beats the hell out of me. I was going to try to talk to it.
My pointy stick was pointier than I thought it would be, but I still don't think it would do much to a bear.
I have a gigantic halberd and Peggy invented magic.
You heard what Bitsy said, that the bear was 36 times the size of that ram. That means it's at least 270 feet tall and about 21,000 pounds.
Might as well try to skewer him with a toothpick.
In fact, I'm shocked we can't see him from here.
I know exactly what we do. I know exactly what we do.
Yeah.
More fireballs?
No. Never again. Unless we really need it because we're in a lot of trouble. No, what we do is we go into the forest, okay? We find a thistle bush, or maybe a rose bush, or maybe, something else with thorns. It was small, right? If a bear is really this big, what is the one thing that can take down a giant? I will tell you right now. It is a fucking splinter.
Oh,
We will each take a thorn. There are 5 of us. A bear only has 4 paws.
To our knowledge.
Yes, we will each rush for a paw. We will stab a thorn in between the soft spot between its little toes.
Oh, I hate that.
It will fall. It will fall.
That's way better than my idea.
Oh, please, entertain us.
Regale us, Bitsy.
I was gonna suggest that we build a machine that can fly. And then we get a long rope and we attach it around the legs of the bear and see if we can get him to fall and knock his chin and bleed out after biting his tongue.
Wow.
That could be plan B.
It's all very specific. I like that.
Have you ever seen a flying machine before?
Well, we have to invent it. That's the act of creation. We got the creator right here. We're gonna find. She's been around since the cockroaches. That's forever.
Excuse me, you're right. I apologize for my ignorance.
So what do you think about my plan with the
That's a plan, all right.
Have you ever walked around in a tailor's shop when they have dropped needles on the floor and accidentally had one wedged between your big toe and your second from your biggest toe?
Yes, once.
Your ring, is it the ring finger toe? What do you even call it? Your index toe?
I call
Your
it-
pointer
I call
toe.
it
Oh, your
pointer
pointer.
toe.
You can't point with that. Anyway, have you ever had that happen? It is debilitating. I am
Exactly,
telling you, this bear will not be able to function. One splinter would be enough, but we're going in on all 4 paws.
Oh,
I don't want to say I'm a genius,
you
but
said that maybe we should just talk to it first, right?
you can't talk to a bear.
We certainly try.
Okay.
I mean, we know what's happened to everybody else that's tried to hunt and kill it. Most of them didn't
But
come
that's because
back.
they're not us.
Well, maybe, but I'm saying it might not hurt to try another angle of attack, so to speak. Look, it's just an idea. I certainly, default to you, Peggy, with the plans. I mean, you're the
I'm
the brains
sorry
around
if
here.
I feel like taking down a bear is significantly less work than traveling through the forest with Bitsy.
I'm not sure I follow, but I like your plan. I think it's a good plan.
I do still feel a little...
Bitsy is a walking landmine.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Case closed.
I love Bitsy though.
Can't argue that.
Right.
And in plan C, we just hit it with our weapons until it dies.
Oh, I really don't want to do
I
that.
thought Plan C was gonna be Hazel's name.
Okay.
No, that was plan B.
No, plan B was to build the airship.
And that's
Yes.
only in case
No.
of...
Yeah.
I forgot if something poisons
Yeah.
me. Or if I get hit...
We're not breaking
If I
anyone's
hit
neck.
a
That's
healer,
way,
heal 'em on.
way
Yeah.
past plan C. I mean, we need like plan Z.
Let's make breaking my neck Lancy.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Oh, I thought
We're not breaking anybody's
Does
necks.
that mean that breaking Booker's neck is now plan A because the alphabet wraps around?
No,
and
no,
you
no,
want
no,
it to
no,
be
no.
Z?
Mine should be somewhere like maybe like not in the alphabet at all. I don't think that's a plan.
How about
I
like
don't think
AA?
No,
or
no,
A1?
no. Just
1A.
Just think of the L.
Can you imagine trying to snap on Al's neck and it just keeps going and never actually?
I do every night, Bitsy. I do every night.
We should probably get some sleep. And we'll wake up, when the sun goes down.
Like dusk is a good time.
Yeah, we're basically nocturnal at this point. Because we're vagabonds, you see. Yeah. We do our best work at night.
Yes, Grumley. Thank you for that.
No, it's Pugsley.
Oh, sorry,
And
you're
you're
right.
Raccoonsley.
No, I'm Hank, actually. Thanks to Bitsy, I'm Hank.
I prefer Raccoonsley, but Hank is fine.
Well, maybe the next clearing, big guy. Maybe the next clearing.
Good night.
Good night.
And I'm just gonna fall back on the bed. My eyes aren't gonna fully close. They're gonna stay like that.
And you're gonna start to snore really loudly.
I don't understand why we got all these rooms if we're just gonna all sleep in here.
You're not. You're going to your own room.
Good night.
Peggy has the key. I'm gonna roll you out of the door. Just see if I'm gonna roll you like a quarter turn and see if you wake up.
No, I'll wake up.
Okay.
Fine.
I'll go back to our room. You all go back to your rooms. You hear the sound of the lunch crowd coming in, and you hear as some new folks. You hear some new voices that you don't recognize. You hear, "Oh, woe is me, my story. Oh, I'm a failure. I've lost it all." to be at the left hand of the Viceroy. Oh, but a dream. A nightmare. And you go to bed. You all enjoy a long rest.
Let's So we lose our temporary hit points from the
Yeah.
from the incredible speech that I gave, and you will not be getting another.
So I mean, what time would it be?
Evening, perhaps. Dusk, if it's
Like
spring or
4:30?
summer or.
It's probably dusk. You wake at dusk, and as you wake, there's the last orangey bits of the rays of sun are coming over the trees of the woodland and past all of the many birdhouses built in around you. And you be able to gather together as you hear people coming back from their day of work or visiting, whatever they've been doing to stay at this inn, and you hear the dinner rush starting to start. All the while you're and with that you're all in the same room.
I haven't slept that good in a while.
That was nice. With a little bit of luck now, based on what Bo had said. There haven't been any hunting parties for a while, so if we go after this thing, hopefully we don't run into anybody else. Because that might be a nightmare.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why wouldn't we want to run into others?
We don't want to run into the Marquisat's soldiers trying to hunt this thing while we're trying to do the same thing. That could be a bloodbath for everybody.
And then if we do a good job, and we don't have to split our money.
That's exactly right.
I still don't really want to kill it, though.
Neither do I.
Unless it tries to kill us. And that's all presuming it's real.
It's a horrible monster that's killed probably dozens of poor people.
Allegedly.
I think everybody thinks that something unknown and scary is a monster, but maybe it's just not really. Maybe it's just misunderstood.
Last night I learned what it meant to be a monster.
See? What?
You don't remember?
No. Oh, not just this nap time. I'll see. Okay.
We napped during the day.
That's true. I really wasn't accounting for that. My circadian rhythm is a little in flux. You know what I think will really get us off on a good foot here?
Breakfast.
Well, I was going to say dinner, but I like where you head that. Breakfast for dinner.
Come. Like the restaurant.
Or dinner for breakfast in this case.
Yeah, that sounds good too.
Because it's dinner time, but it's breakfast for us. We're breaking our fast.
Truly.
Because we just woke up.
Philosophical nightmare.
And I hate fasting. So let's get a scooch on.
Let's eat a meal. Procedure won't let us not.
I could take it to go. Don't mind a little
Are you
walking
hungry,
treat.
Booker?
At Quack Donald's, we used to be able to do meals to go. There was this one day I was working, and in the fly-through, that's where you could quickly order something, pick it up at a window, and then fly off into the distance. It was for our Indian customers mostly.
It's very convenient.
Boy, we tried. Convenience was the name of the game. I was working, and it was a really slow day. And this pelican flew into the fly-through. They hadn't ordered anything. They just chucked a resistance manual at me right in the face. Oh, shit, I yelled as I got clocked by it. And then I looked out. Did you want to order anything? You heathen, for working on the holy day. And then they flew off into the forest, and I didn't have a choice. I was on the schedule that day. I had to show up. I didn't even know it was a holy day.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was awful. But at least it wasn't a day with Donald.
That's true. See, there's always the bright side.
Well, let's go eat there.
I don't know if there's a Quack Donald's here.
I've never passed one in my travels, but I'm going to certainly look for one.
They're better than Quack in the Box, but Quack in the Box has amazing tacos.
Yeah, I heard that got a lot of people sick.
What's a taco?
I don't really know. I just know that it probably shouldn't exist the way it does, but it tastes nice in my mouth.
Oh, all right. Touche. Fair enough. It's good enough for me.
And it's really cheap. You can get 2 of them for $1. It's basically 50 cents a taco. So.
I think I want to kill something.
You know what? I'm starting to come around to your side of things. Perhaps we box up a little bit of this food and we go to the edge of the clearing and see what we can find.
Let's go.
I'm just, I've got like a, I won't say a plastic bag, but let's say a leather bag of some sort that is shaped like a plastic bag with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
handles,
yeah.
and I'm just shoveling food in down the buffet line as we walk out the door.
Oh no, dinner's not tonight.
Oh. Damn it, Mike.
No, yes, and everything what you just said. I'm kidding.
Like a goddard.
I just expected it.
God, you're such a dumb chipmunk.
Hey, Hazel, can you make me a doggy bag?
That was pretty good.
Get it, because
Oh yeah,
I'm a dog,
I
you know?
appreciate that. Pretty good.
It's good for later.
Yeah.
You
Not
got
from my stuff, but yeah, next time.
no, but not today.
I could do that.
And I'll just pick up a random plate on the table.
Yeah, there's absolutely.
Scrape it into like a little sack and fold it up and give you like a hanky, like a sloppy hanky.
Probably used dinner.
It's mostly stews and bread.
He's just dripping.
It's a handkerchief of stew with a piece of bread sitting on top.
That's disgusting.
You might want to, it's seeping a little, but, you know, really, you could just kind of like suckle at the bottom of it, and I think you'd get most of it.
Like a handkerchief teat.
It looks slick, no problem.
Just like Mum used to make.
It'll remind me of what Penny did the other day.
I should really send her a letter. Oh.
Anyway, let's go.
Where to? We're going
Down to the woods.
Oh, and you see finally, as Mister finally passes out, and Bo just like looks at him, and he's very busy going back and forth getting people their food.
Can I find Bo real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, which direction were the old bear growls coming from? Like, what side of the clearing?
Yo, that's the western part of town, friend. You don't want to go. Wait, I thought you said that was for a friend you was asking for.
Yeah, for our friend. His favorite show on the television is Bear Growls.
Bear growls.
Television show.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, I heard the bear growls.
Did you get his autograph?
No, I heard it at night. It was just terrible. Anyways.
Are you sure you're awake?
I'm
I'm
pretty
alive.
sure Bear Growls has drank his own piss before to survive.
I
It
love
wasn't medically
television.
necessary, but it was sterile.
It's sterile and he likes the taste.
That's
So you heard the story.
necessary.
Well, I guess when you're desperate, it's better to die, you know.
Yo, you folks are asking a lot of questions about rebels and bears.
It was for a friend. He just wanted to check it out, you know.
Take it a step from Jack.
Oh, fuck.
No.
17.
I rolled a fucking natural one! He says, don't. The name of the game here in Click Clock Crossing, especially with the Viceroy acting how she is,
What's
is
that
just to
mean?
keep your name. She's trying to get with the big wigs. New Felicity. She's trying to sit in the court of the Marquisate. She's sitting pretty here in Click Clock Crossing. She's got big aims, friends.
I'm from New Felicia. Really, I'm from Felicia. Well, I guess they call it Old Felicia now. But before it was just Felicia. But now there's a new one. You should have called the old one Old Felicia, you know?
I presume, based on your breed, the dog, that you was from there, yeah?
So anyway, I mean, maybe maybe I could help her out. Put in a good word. If you know any way to, get in touch with her.
And you have connections there.
You knew Felician? Yeah, sure, absolutely. You saw the tablet I was wearing when I walked in here yesterday, remember
I
that?
was wondering why, a soldier was just hanging out with a bunch of folks standing in.
I created magic.
We're upstanding citizens.
They say only the deity got magic.
I'm a fraud.
That's why I don't believe you.
Well, I created magic. Like, touch is really rude.
Common folk aren't gonna understand magic, baby. You're talking to the creator. We should really
You know it's the dinner rush, and I need to go clean up Ness's.
Yes,
Yeah, I gotta.
I know we seem like an odd bunch. We're gonna get out of your hair. I promise you won't even hear from us until morning.
Huh?
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
What?
Well, I suppose if you are looking, go out into them woods, tussle with a bear. If you bring back its hide, you'll be the Viceroy's best friend.
Well, there you go. I mean,
She hopes that it'll do such a thing will give her, put her in good graces with the Marquis. That a coat made out of a bear hide. Nothing rarer than that.
It's gonna be a big fucking coat.
Oh no. That's a lot to carry.
Don't make it. You talk to the Viceroy, do not make that. Do not make that observation, man.
Okay.
What if we just brought back like a little piece of maybe a tooth?
We'll discuss on the way. Thanks for the information. Let's go. Come on, here we go. We're going west. Here we go. Come on, Buckets. Do your thing. Do your whole
We're going west.
do my whole leader thing. What do you mean, go west?
Yeah, why
Why
is it that you're not keeping, why are you not taking the reins over this thing? You're supposed to be the leader here, Booker. You're supposed to control it all. You're just letting this spiral out of control.
You're
Come on,
right.
Booker.
It's been ever since you joined this party that I feel like I've lost control of everything.
Why?
You were
Just
talking.
because I know which way west is?
Well, you were about to show us. So go ahead.
Well, now it's that way.
What do you mean? It just changed?
Well, north is whichever way you're facing, so. So west.
Oh dear Lord. All right.
So, homie, turn west. Now, which way's west? Okay, now just keep going west.
It's gonna be tough.
I'd make a wide circle.
Should we just leave her here?
As busy
Eventually, we'll probably do this for like 8 hours. We'll take care of the bear, come back, she won't even notice.
as much as I would love to see that happen for 8 hours straight, I think we might need her help.
That's fair. It'd be rude. Anyway, we're gonna go the different
North is whatever.
like actual west. I don't know if you've heard it.
Can we touch
haven't.
You haven't heard of actual west?
Oh, good. I need
Actual
True in
west
here to
never
model,
changes, no matter which way you're facing.
Well, how do you know which way it is?
Oh, I need True in
Well,
here
you have
to
to
model.
know
Because I need to know how it's going to look on him. I tried stuffing the collar. It looks too much like a pillow. And I went back and looked at the picture. It looks like a shirt that's thin and folded. The collar does, so I can't stuff it
very illuminating.
Them.
and have it look
Wait,
right.
you mean
I told you about them
yeah,
earlier.
they're the ones that poison the water. They're called the Illuminati?
Oh, they're called the Illume and the Naughty.
Damn,
Well, that kind of sounds intriguing. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll talk on the way. Come on, let's go. Oh, wait. Which way? You lead the way. I don't know true west.
Can we see which way the sun has started to set? Or
Yeah, the sun has set, but you
Okay.
know which way
You
is,
got a
is the
little
west.
glow.
Yeah,
There's a
you would
glow.
know which way the western part of the town is.
So we will start heading west to the edge of the clearing.
You do that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
it's the bear. We need a bear meeple.
Where's the clearing?
This is the clearing.
That's the
right?
clearing.
We're
Yeah,
going out into
that's-
the woods now.
Oh.
Well, that's not very clear at all.
We're on the western edge.
You make your way through the town, and you smell the baked goods and the cooking that is just absolutely wafting in the air. And you see just these large wagons of bread product. This is the bread basket, or one of the primary bread baskets of the Dimwood. And you see as Marquisat soldiers are going to soup kitchens and taking these the food to other parts of the Dimwood that to help feed the poor and the hungry. But you also, see the absolute delectable smells. Some of the best, most delicious smells you ever experience is from an establishment called Old Nab's Bakery. That is actually built up into a tree. And you then make your way out of the market district, and then make your way into the military district. And you see as Marquisat soldiers are giving Grumley a strange look, but then going about their business. And you make your way through the barracks and the other respective buildings, go past the military workshops, and then you see off to the right of the street this, and all of you see this now,
All
a
right.
massive.
I'll be able to stay up later tomorrow. We're having sleepover, so it's gonna be kind of crazy. Gonna be doing a lot of random things, streaming randomly this next week. It's my vacation, staycation. Anyway, have a great night. Thank you for watching, and be blessed.